Eleanor bounces it up off of the boards. Picked up there by Warroad, taken around behind the net. And she went down in front. The goalie's diving for it, but the puck is loose, and it's under her and covered. 11-12 remaining. Zero our score. First period. Face-off. Controlled by Moundsview, and then taken back by Warroad as they look to exit the zone. Torkelson pinched it off nicely along the boards. Comes down into the corner. Up to Torkelson. She throws it, centering pass, went through the goal mouth and across. Now up to the point. Eleanor throws it towards the D, but deflected by a Warroad defender and intercepted. They look to carry it out. Challenged through the neutral zone as they carry over center and in across the blue line to the wing, forced towards the wall. Picked up there by Eleanor as she comes, looks to gain the line, chips it into the neutral zone. Stick check in the middle there, gumming up the works. Eleanor takes possession, bounces it off of Prussing's stick, flips it back to St. Denis, who goes for a retrieval and goes behind the net, looking for some space. Bounces it up off the boards, picked up there by Brewski. She had it held in off of her stick. Lucy on the defense, shot and scored. Warroad takes an early advantage on a glove side shot off of an offensive zone turnover, forced on an aggressive forecheck there. Moundsview looking to fight back. Face off, won by Warroad. Picked up there, challenged at the wall by Prussing. Warroad looking to get it in. Moundsview looking to pound it out. They fling it towards the blue line, and it does come out. Puck got away from the Warroad skater. They knocked the puck into the zone, back out of the zone, and tossed off the wall, and it will go down far enough for icing. 9:42 to play in the first. Pass over to the near boards where Kenna now picks it up there. Rings it around. Stella had it bounce off of her stick. Moundsview picks up possession there as they look. Ring it around behind. Thrown up towards the point. Having some technical difficulties with the sound here, apparently. Puck toss deep here, picked up there. Chipped in by Torkelson, up to Brewski. She's battling along the boards. Thrown towards the net, stick down, and taken behind the net. They reverse there, looking to exit the zone and come back out. Up the left wing, thrown towards center. Cleared to the sidewall, picked up there by Warroad as they look to come back, and the puck comes out of the zone. Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties with the sound, it sounds like, but hopefully you guys can hear me now. Give me a thumbs up or a comment if you can. All right, puck comes carried across by Stella. She dumps it off the wall. Warroad clears the zone. Lucy picks it up and carries the puck in. throws it on net, up and in. Goal by Lucy St. Denis. As we now have a tie game, 7:59 left to play in the first period. 1-1 tie. Freihammer on the faceoff, one back by Warroad. And the puck is chipped in. Lucy grabs it at the blue line, passes it to Violet, who chips it in deep. Freihammer looking to fight along the half wall. Puck comes out towards the blue line. Warroad looking to dangle through a defender. Nice play there by Krebsbach to prevent a breakaway from happening. Puck knocked out of the zone by St. Denis. Warroad goes for retrieval as the Mounds View goes for a 5-skater change. The puck goes deep into the Warroad zone. Having some troubles in front of the net, and it is loose. The goalie lost it. Back behind the net. Thrown towards the slot. Thrown towards the net. Battling for possession, and Warroad comes out with it. Has the puck poked off of her stick there. Excuse me. And Freihammer in on the forecheck as they go aggressively into the wall. Thrown on the net, and the goalie with a pad save and covers. 6:52 remaining. One tie. Torkelson on the face-off circle. Chips it towards the net. Warroad takes it behind. Torkelson in, pursuing her there, pestering her with her stick, forces a turnover. Stella's shot attempt was deflected in the air. It comes to the boards, up the half wall, held up there by Brewski. And she sends it back where Warroad retreats, looking to take it around. And centering pass, deflected back to the corner. Torkelson, Gray, battling along the wall. The Warriors looking to carry it out. They chip it towards the blue line and out, clearing their zone, trying to get through the neutral zone. Gummed up there nicely by Lucy St. Denis. She comes and carries it in from the outside towards the side. Good hard wrister up in the goalie's headgear. She shouldered it to the corner. Brewski battling there, had the puck taken away, carried out by Warroad. She looks to clear the zone, chips it past Pressing, but it goes past her teammate, and Eleanor goes rink wide. Bounced up off the boards there. And here comes Violet on a race to the puck near the wall here in front of us. Passes it up to Pressing, who battles along the boards, takes possession of the puck, throws it off the wall, comes into the offensive zone, held in nicely by Moundsview, but cleared by Warroad. Krebsbach DDD pass behind Eleanor. She goes back to retrieve it in her own zone, throws it up off of a player, deflected. Skating in hard on the forecheck is Pressing. She creates some havoc there. Warroad looking to get possession and settle things down to carry it out. Lost an edge, throws it up along the board where it's held nicely. Chipped by Violet. Freihammer from the high slot, threw it on net. Goalie makes the save, and it comes up and out. Krebsbach gathers it at center, passes it up to Stella. She surveys, throws it on net, and in on the goalie, who chips it and covers it. 4:42 remaining in the first period. 1-1 tie as Moundsview and Warroad battle. Right zone offensive draw for Moundsview. Face off one back. Keegan from the high slot shoots and saved by the goalie. Sticked it to the corner. Freihammer retrieves it there. Passes it up to the wing. They battle for possession. Hendrickson backhanded it. Stella goes for a retrieval. Warroad looks to regroup behind their net. Forecheck there. Hendrickson gains possession. Had her stick checked as she went for a centering pass. Warroad looks to exit and does. Loses possession at center. Keegan threw it to the side. Hendrickson on the forecheck here. Kenna Boostrom battling. We got three aside. Dreon joins the fray. She grabs it, goes D to D, rink wide. Keegan surveys, skates. Good pass up to her cousin Kenna, who had her stick checked. And Warroad takes possession behind the net. Angled into the boards. And now the puck comes off the boards. Arm is up. That will go down far enough for an icing, as will come back down. 3:32 remaining to play in the first period. Right offensive zone face-off draw forthcoming. Puck is down. Warroad wins it and knocks it out of the zone. Lucy St. Denis looks over her shoulder as she skates back to retrieve. She's got time, regroups and circles, coming down with some speed, skates around 3 skaters, gains some space, throws it off of the goalie's shoulder. Rebound comes behind, collected there by Warroad. Mounds View battling, they have possession now, pressing, regroups, throws it on net, deflected by the goalie, back up to center, in the slot by the dots, pressing, gathered it, dusted it off, rebound, shoots, and scores! That looked like Torkelson on the rebound. That'll be Torkelson with the goal on the assist from Pressing on the shot. It's 2-1 Mounds View with 2:57 left to play in the first. Early morning, the girls are waking up. 8:37 a.m. local time. But we're playing hockey. Puck is down. Violet chips it up off the boards. Freihammer came into support. Sticks tangled up as they battle through the neutral zone. Stella Gray chips it into the offensive zone. Warroad reverses it back out. Gained in the neutral zone by Dreon. She gathers and passes D. And Eleanor went for a pass up to the wing, jumped over Freihammer's stick, who was waiting there. And now the puck comes in. Warroad reverses, looking to exit the zone with some speed. Pestered by Freihammer on the back check. Good defensive positioning there and pinching her off before she could split the defense. Freihammer now coming up the right side with some speed. She's got the puck on her stick, protects the puck, gains the line and flips it in deep as Mounds View goes for a 5-skater change. Warroad looking to gather there, but Pressing coming in aggressively off the bench. On the forecheck causes them to throw the puck around. St. Denis held it there, threw it into the corner where it's gathered by Kenna. She wraps around, throws it on net. Deflection in front. Chip to the corner, picked up there by Warroad. They come around the net. Had it sticked away. Throws it up towards the blue line. Held there by Lucy. She throws it back in deep, rings it around where Warroad recovers there and looks to regroup. Pressured there by, looks like that was Kenna. Held in nicely on a good extended stick by Lucy. She flips it, deflects off a defender, and just went wide of the cage. Good save by the goalie there. On a late deflection, contact in the corner. Hendrickson went down, popped right back up. Mounds View regains possession. Puck is thrown to the right side corner, where it's picked up by Hendrickson. She surveys, chips it towards the dots. St. Denis held it in. Puck behind the net. On the forecheck is Boostrom. She centers, Pressing, brings it back, regroups, reverses, had it taken away there. As Warroad brings it back to the right side. Up the boards on the left. Trying to exit the zone, sticks and skates all over the place. Mounds View is back in position. Stella chips it forward towards the blue line. Some collisions as we go for a change here. And now Warroad regroups, looking to exit the Warrior zone. Battling there towards the blue line. Chip back deep by Eleanor off the backhand. Stella battling along the boards. Half wall battle is won by Mounds View. Eleanor throws it towards the net, deflects 2 times, and thrown towards the goalie, who's still down as time expires. Dangerous opportunity there at the end. We are through 1 period of play. 2-1 is the score here. Mounds View in the lead. Who needs coffee when you've got 10U hockey? All right, face-off is down as we start the second period. Won by Mounds View. Back to Keegan. She passes it up to Freihammer. Warroad challenges there in the neutral zone and carries it towards the blue line and in. Shot coming into Mabel's chest. She catches it, gloves it, and holds it away to make sure they know that she's got it. Quick turnaround there by Warroad. Good hard shot. Good save by Mabel. Left no rebound. Dangerous pass into center. Intercepted by Stella. She chips it up and out. Freihammer in on pursuit. She knocks it loose and comes off the end boards. She's looking to chip it towards the front. Warroad in defending. Mounds View takes it to the front of the cage as Warroad sinks back to protect their house. We've got a 3-on-2 board battle, and the team with 3 comes out with the puck, looking to exit the zone. Challenged there nicely by Kenna. She rings it back off the boards off her backhand, exited, and then thrown back in by Keegan, but Kenna had fallen to the ground and wasn't able to clear the zone, so we've got a neutral zone face-off on and off sides. 10:52 to play here in the in the second, 2-1 our score. Prussing and Henriksen flank Boostrom, who loses the face-off back to Warroad, but they are able to regain possession in the neutral zone and throw it back in. Warroad regroups, takes it for a skate behind their net. Henriksen in on the forecheck, charging in. Puck comes free to the neutral zone. Krebsbach bounces it off the boards there, went through a Warroad player at the blue line, into the skates where they battle for it. And it's thrown back down. That will go far enough for an icing. The arm is up, and we will get the whistle. 10:22 on the clock. Torkelson on the face-off circle, flanked by Gray and Brewski. Krebsbach and St. Denis at defense. Face-off, won by Warroad, back towards their own net. They regroup. Looking to circle there. Pinched off by the forecheck of the Mavericks. Torkelson throws it behind, and it rings around. Krebsbach was getting hooked there and took the girl's stick with her as she continued to skate towards the puck. It comes out of the zone. Pinched off nicely by Ayla on the defense. Krebsbach again pestering them at D, not letting it get to the front. Stick to the side there by Mabel before it could get to the front. Chipped up towards the blue line, held by the Warroad D. She looks to bring it to her forehand, throws it down to the wing, who threw it towards the net, sticked aside by Mabel. Stella has time, backhands it up towards a teammate. Torkelson looking to carry it out, checked at the line, but they do get it out. Brewski looking to go retrieve, in on the forecheck. Warroad lost the puck. Brewski picks it up, goes towards the dot, deep, and throws it across. Bad angle shot there from the dots, but always a good idea to throw it towards the net. Puck comes to Eleanor. She finds Violet, who skates it towards the face-off circle and is pushed towards the wall and down as Warroad takes it behind the net, looking to gain possession. And they come out 3-on-2, but good back check pressure by Pressing and Freihammer to prevent an odd skater opportunity there. Turned over there, dangled through a skater, backhand shot up off of Mabel's mask and over the crossbar into the corner where it's battled for there. Freihammer looking for it. The puck comes loose towards the blue line. Eleanor throws it up and into the zone. Warroad looking to retrieve. Freihammer bounces it off of the end boards. Wraparound attempt, stuffed there. Warroad in aggressively here, looking to make something happen. Eleanor goes to the corner. They battle along the half wall, bring it up towards the blue line. Chip there, battled back and forth, picked up by Gray. She throws it out of the zone and into the Warroad zone where it's picked up there by the D. Hendrickson gathered a clearing attempt, brings it in, and she goes down, takes out a player, lost an edge there. Incidental. Puck comes down, Kenna. Hendrickson banked it off of a player on a shot attempt there. Good block by Warroad D. As Warroad comes up the boards looking to exit the zone. They're pinched off there nicely on a stick check by Hendrickson. Back to Gray, who threw it on net. The goalie struggled with it. Lucy fanned on a wrister. Hendrickson bangs one into a Warroad defender who goes for a change. Thrown towards the net, deflected down by a Warroad defense. Boostrom pestering her there with her stick, caused a turnover. She gains the possession behind the net. Checked into the boards. We have an arm up. Mounds View on with possession. We have a delayed penalty call here. Warroad gets possession and we get a whistle. That'll be a 1-minute penalty, likely for roughing or checking. I'm not sure what they'll call here, but hit her from behind into the boards right in front of the ref. Arm went up immediately. I believe that's the first penalty of the game. Number 16 from Warroad is called. We'll just call it roughing. Didn't see a signal. 5-on-4 hockey here as the refs wait for him to get the penalty up on the board. And they have it up. Face-off is down, one to the wing, thrown towards the net. Picked up behind the net by Warroad. They look to exit the zone. Mounds View battling there as Pressing went to the deck. And the puck comes free. They look to exit the zone, pinched off there, but they do clear it. And then thrown back in. They waved off the offsides as the player was going for a change and close enough to the bench that the refs let it go. Discretion call there. Brewski, stick check there. Carried out by Warroad. They go rink wide. Eleanor came up to challenge. And now we'll have a penalty on Torkelson for a trip there. Tried to prevent a breakaway. Probably not a bad penalty, but definitely earned. So now we'll get some 4-on-4 hockey for 12 seconds, and then Warroad will go on the advantage for 48. Check my math. Yep, I think that's right. .555 remaining here in the second. 2-1 remains the score. Freihammer on the face-off. St. Denis on the wing. Keegan Boostrom on the other wing. And Bailey Dreon at D. Mabel Couture in net this morning. And now they got both penalties on the board. Puck is down, won by Warroad. They take it towards the face-off circle. Sticked away by Mabel on the save. Thrown back up towards the point. and then chipped to the boards there by Freihammer. She goes to regather the puck as Warroad is now on the power play. She clears the puck down. Picked up there by Warroad. They go around behind their goalie. Pass it up to the wing. Freihammer on the back check. Warroad coming in with speed. Good back check pressure there. Hannah did a good job to steer that puck to the boards. They go for a rink-wide pass. It misses, but they connect off of the boards, bring it back towards the circle. Low slot, high shot over the crossbar. Cleared into the corner nicely as Warroad comes in, challenging, taking their extra skater advantage to the wall. But one there. And a great exit pass by Keegan to Hannah. She's got speed and space. She's coming in. Shot. And saved by the goalie. Sticked down and back in as that will kill the penalty. Warroad carries it in. Krebsbach comes to challenge. They go down in the corner. And Boostrom up to Gray. She carries it in, gains the line, out to the outside, throws it on net, and the goalie did a nice job to stick down and cover as Kenna was there waiting for any rebound. She gave none. Good fundamental play there by the Warroad goalie. .4:17 remaining, 2-1, left face-off zone draw. One back by Boostrom. She goes to St. Denis. She gathers it up, fires it wide, chipped down, thrown back to the front of the cage. Gray goes for retrieval along the half wall, but Warroad reverses, takes it behind their net, bounces it up off the wall where it's held there by Hendrickson. She threw it off her backhand and lost it. Bounces off Boostrom's skate and then comes back. Warroad retrieving again, looking to go back behind, reverses, but has the puck stolen off of her stick there. They battle behind in Gretzky's office. And now Warroad comes out with the puck. She skates up, forced to the outside nicely, stick checked away by Lucy. Emma gathers the puck. It's chipped to the boards. Stella looked to kick it to her stick, but just had it go past it. Warroad regathers it, comes in with speed, and off the crossbar. And the puck comes to the low slot. Glove save made by Mabel. She deflected it into the corner, picked up there by Gray. She flings it back down, arm is up. It will not go far enough for an icing. The ref waves it off. Brewski in on the forecheck. As is Violet. She goes hard into the boards and comes to the bench. Offsides play there as Torkelson coming from the bench couldn't clear the zone before Eleanor tossed it in, so we will get a neutral zone face-off draw. 2:42 remaining in the second. Dangerous sequence there. Warroad rang one off the post, and Mabel made a nice glove save to deflect it up over the corner from an in-point blank shot. Bailey picks it up off the face-off, gains the line, chips it up off the board as Mounds View goes for a chip and chase retrieval. They go in on the forecheck. Number 11 for Warroad picks it up from behind, carries it through some contact. They battle there. She's a strong skater. Rings it back around. Hendrickson picks it up there, throws it towards center where it's held by Torkelson. She walks the line and throws it towards the net, but nobody that deep yet as Mounds View was looking to fight the exit. Torkelson on the forecheck there, picks it up. It's chipped out. Eleanor goes for retrieval, goes rink wide. Good aware play there to gain some space. Bailey chips it. Torkelson looked to send it deeper, had it deflected down. Hendrickson throws it around the right side as they go for a 5-skater change. Warroad regroups, chips it out, and Keegan has it come off of her stick there. Warroad carries it in with some speed and goes wide. And we're gonna have a tripping call here on Lucy as number 2 was coming in with some speed. Went for the stick check, got a skate instead. And Moundsview will be shorthanded with 1:32 left to play in the first. Good speed and pressure coming from number 2 from Warroad there. Created that penalty. That's a penalty induced from your D. She gets the face-off draw from the left D position, throws it towards the net, intercepted there by Freihammer. She comes up, stick handles around a defender, gets taken down, and they call it as she went around number 16, and Warroad takes a tripping penalty of their own. Probably a good play to prevent Hannah from walking in on net. Again, speed with the puck creates a tripping call. So now we have 4-on-4 hockey for 47 seconds, and then Moundsview will get a 13-second power play at the end of this, assuming no one scores. Face-off, one back. Moundsview throws it towards the net, picked up there by Brewski, and now picked up by Warroad. Number 2 comes in with speed, fires wide, misses the net, and it bounces up off the boards and comes down. Freihammer challenging there. Back up to number 2 from Warroad. She comes up the right side around Keegan, throws it in. Mabel on the save. Wrap around and stuff attempt, held there, deflected. 2 saves by Mabel. Chipped up towards the blue line but not out. Thrown back towards the net. And Mabel puts the stick down and covers to get a stoppage with 32.5 remaining. Moundsview will now have a power play for the next 14 seconds. Puck is down, won by Kenna. Picked up there by Eleanor. 30 seconds remaining in the second period. They bounce it up towards the point, held there, thrown back deep. Warroad has a couple of skaters down. Mara picks up the puck, and she's going with speed. Fires it into the goalie. Rebound, chipped, and the goalie made a second save. She stopped the first one, slid across, and stopped the rebound by Kenna. 10 seconds to play in the second period. Nice sequence there from the Warroad goalie. Good pressure by Prussing. Good job by Kenna to be right there. Thrown from the point by Eleanor. 3, 2, 1, and time expires. As we head to the third, it is 2-1 Moundsview. All right, here we go. Third period action ready to begin. Puck is down, won back by Torkelson. Pick up there, Drian pounds it towards the wall, picked up by Prussing. She carries it out. Into the zone, they call an offsides. I don't think the players heard the whistle there. And so they're going to bring it back for a neutral zone faceoff. I think Brewski got in just a hair early, and the refs were all over it. Faceoff down, picked up there, Prussing, reverses. Eleanor chips it off the boards, out, as Warroad looks to gather it. Coming with speed, up the outside, towards the net. Mabel makes the save, sticks it away, cleared to the boards by the D. Eleanor picks it up there, rings it around the boards, held there by Warroad. They bring it back towards center. Mabel made the first save. Rebound was loose in front. Warroad kept chipping away at it and working, and that gets put in. We got a tie game here, 2-2. Freihammer, St. Denis, Prussing, Lucy St. Denis, and Krebsbach at D. Face-off is down. Prussing battles it along there, takes it back, passes it back towards her teammate, but had it go past Krebsbach's stick. Up towards the half wall, chipped up there, Krebsbach. Thrown back deep. St. Denis goes for a retrieval. Chipped it to Krebsbach, who passes it up off the boards. Violet gathers it there, carries it out. Taken down, Prussing gets the puck, has space, carries it in, dangles around a defender, throws it towards the net, but missed. Had to come off her stick, stick handles towards the center. Puck is bouncing around. Freihammer, they get tangled up and go into the boards. Krebsbach passes it over to St. Denis. She grabs it, throws it towards the net. Deflected down by the D. Krebsbach pinches in to hold possession in as Mounds View changes the forwards. In on the forecheck is Kenna Boostrom. Goalie just fell down, still looking to get up. And that puck was not covered, but they blew the whistle, I think, because the net was off. And so 9:42 to play, offensive zone faceoff for Mounds View. Kenna on the faceoff, won by Warroad. Challenged at the half wall. They battle there. Mounds View gains possession, throws it towards the net. Kenna dusts it off, throws it off her backhand towards the net. They're battling for possession. Chipped. Two saves there by the goalie. As the puck comes down into the corner, Warroad retrieves and looks to skate it around. Good poke check there by Kenna. Picked up there by Keegan. Thrown back towards the point. Eleanor threw it through traffic, off a defender. Hendrickson had it roll off her stick as she went for a shot attempt. Puck comes out. Bailey does a quick stick handle and throws it back towards the blue line. Puck up off the boards. Bailey bounces it up off the boards as well, as the puck went far enough for icing. 8:52 remaining, tie game 2-2. Mounds View, Torkelson on the faceoff. Controlled there by Mounds View. Chipped to the boards by Krebsbach. Up towards the blue line, held there, but chipped out by Prussing. She's bodied into the boards there. Pass up to Elma. She carries it in. Chips it off the boards towards herself. Torkelson picked it up, but the puck had come out, and Emma was still in the zone. 8:38 remaining to play in the third period. face-off is down. Won nicely by Torkelson back to the D. Krebsbach goes to St. Denis. She rings it back. Brewski battling along the boards. It goes into the offensive zone, but back out. Prussing throws it. Torkelson backhanded it back down deep. Picked up there by Warroad. They go behind. Forecheck there. Torkelson in on the forecheck. Creates a turnover. Prussing gets it back to St. Denis, who threw it back to Torkelson. She throws it towards center. Warroad defender was there as they battle possession going back and forth here. Back into the corner. Warroad with a retrieval and some space, but not for long as Brewski continues to pressure. Number 2 skates it across the red line. Freihammer. And shot from number 2 high, deflects in for a goal for Warroad. 3-2 now Warroad with 7:44 left to play in the third period. High hard shot off the glove and in. Puck is down. Warroad number 16 carries it up with some speed. Up towards Bailey. She pushes her to the outside. Goes down. Puck comes around to Eleanor. She rings it up off the boards. As they go, icing is waved off. Good hustle play there by Keegan to apply pressure. Violet goes and pinches the puck off, creates a turnover there, thrown back by Freihammer deep. Back to the half wall. Battled for there and exited. Freihammer gains possession, carries it back, throws it up off the boards. As Warroad retrieves, they look to exit the zone. Keegan on the pressure there. Freihammer skates her off the puck, stick lift, body position. Keegan off the backhand. Checked down. Boostrom threw it in, lost it, picked up there by Warroad. Thrown towards center. Backhand shot from number 2. Rebound there, comes wide. Poke to the corner by Kenna. Skated back towards the blue line and out. Number two is trying to single-handedly skate through the defense here. Thrown on net and covered. By Couture. Face off here. 6:52 to play. Face off, one back by Boostrom. Eleanor pitches it up off the boards. Stick to the side. Off the boards again. Picked up there by Stella, who chips it out of the zone. Picked up by Warroad. And again there. Eleanor with possession goes rink wide to Bailey. She's got space, skates it up, gains the line, and throws it deep. As they look to go for a change. Nope, nobody changing here. In on the forecheck now. Warroad player lost an edge there, goes down. Check to the ground there was Boostrom. Puck picked up there by Warroad, carried out. As they look to gain the line. Good back check pressure there. Boostrom backhands it out. A couple of players go to change. Hendrickson in on the forecheck. Warroad looks to carry it through, and an offside whistle blown. 5:44 remaining in the third. Face-off will come to the neutral zone dot right here in front of us. Near the Mounds View blue line. Torkelson battles there, Brewski into support. Puck goes into the zone and back out. Exited. Torkelson chipped it up off the boards. Warroad looking for a retrieval there, continuing to battle. Brewski in on the forecheck behind the net. Poke checks it away. Had her skates taken out there, it looked like, but no call. Maybe it was just incidental. Offsides play here as the pass was behind, and number 6 was in before her. Number 2 was looking for another offensive opportunity there. She's been skating hard to create some space for herself from that D position. 5:12 remaining. Face-off down. Freihammer wins the face-off, but Warroad controls it. Throws it in. Eleanor gathers, clears the zone, up to Gray. She gathers it in neutral zone, throws it towards the net, where the goalie sticks it and covers. Now we'll have an offensive zone face-off with 4:52 remaining in the third period. Freihammer on the face-off circle. She wins it back. Eleanor holds it there, passes it up. Violet goes to the corner looking to retrieve. Warroad looks to bank it off the boards and out. Good pass there by Violet. Freihammer couldn't quite control it. Thrown on net by Eleanor and scores! Eleanor from distance. We have ourselves a tie game again. 3-3. With 4:32 remaining to play in the third period. Back and forth game between two evenly matched teams. As this tournament has been, good battles all around the bracket. The puck chipped up off the boards. Good agility by the young ref there to clear. D-to-D pass. Dreon has space and carries it in with possession. She takes it along the wall, has it sticked away, and retreats back to her D position. As Warroad looks to carry it out. Carried by number 2, and then picked up there by number 16. Backhand pass. Number 2 coming wide again, and wide of the cage. Hendrickson battles along the half wall. Picked up there by Prussing. Bailey rings it around the boards. Centered, but couldn't connect there. Prussing had it roll off of her stick as the puck is cleared, and Moundsview will get some fresh legs on the ice. All 5 change. Warroad looking to carry it in with speed. Sticked off by Lucy St. Denis. Ringing it around, skating it around. Krebsbach chips it out, and then it's back in for an offsides play as Warroad couldn't hold the zone. Neutral zone face-off. Near the benches, right in front of the Moundsview bench. Face-off, won by Moundsview. Push back to St. Denis. She goes to retrieve it. Good reversal pass there to exit the zone. Time and space there for Keegan. Kept skating, had the stick down, but lost the puck. Sent in deep as we enter the final 3 minutes of play here. They battle along the end boards. Thrown up towards the point. Clears the zone. Bailey couldn't get up there in time to hold it, and Moundsview is looking to clear. Thrown off the backhand, but Eleanor was much further up ice than that. Had to regroup and steer the puck back out. Brewski challenges in the neutral zone. Good stick play there. Puck gets deflected up in the air as they battle near the Warroad bench. 2 aside, comes free to Torkelson. She passes it up. St. Denis chips it to Bailey, who gains the line and will send it down. Off of the stick of the Warroad player. In on the forecheck is Stella. She forces a reversal. Violet in, challenging. Bailey held it at the line. Nice stick play there to keep it in, and she rings it around deep. Warroad looking to regroup again. Bailey goes for a change. Trapped behind the net. Backhand pass, nobody home. Skated back out by number 6. She comes wide to the dots, looks for a centering pass, goes rink wide, thrown across, shot high. Violet chips it up off the boards and out. Will it go far enough for icing? Nope. Refs wave it off, as they ruled that the Warroad player could have played that puck. Puck comes down, bodied off the puck nicely there, and then pulled to the ground. They all go down. They let them battle here. As Warroad comes out with possession, Prussing on the back check. Nice pressure there. Held at the line by Lucy. Shot, held. Face off, they can't allow that goal. No goal. That was held by the goalie and poked. It looks like Warroad's going to call their timeout here. The ref wants to have some words with the official. Mabel had the puck in her glove, to her chest, got poked, lost the puck. The refs did not allow that. There was not a whistle in Warroad's defense. The ref did not blow the whistle, so they kept playing, but that puck was in fact covered. Face-off one back. Krebsbach gathers it, passes it up to Prussing. She stick handles at the line, taken away there. Krebsbach goes to the dirt. 42 seconds remaining as they continue to battle. St. Denis rings it up off the boards. And deep. Hendrickson in on the forecheck, as is Boostrom and Prussing. Hendrickson chips it to the sidewall. Retreated there. Number 2 from Warroad, looking to gain some momentum as she skates up towards the outside. Deflected wide. Nice job by Mounds View managing that player who's been very dangerous. Multiple shots and scored by Warroad with 5.7 seconds remaining in the third period. Face-off, won by Warroad. They battle there, and this should kill the time, and Warroad comes away with a 4-3 victory on a last-second goal in a back-and-forth battle between these two teams. Mounds View had already secured their spot in the championship game this afternoon, so we will see you, I guess not this afternoon, at 11:20 this morning. So we will see you back here in a couple of hours for the championship match. Thank you for tuning in.